Wayne JV basketball action, and yes, you've missed stuff already. I was having a problem with my headset, my old time equipment. What you missed was the opening tip, one in JV basketball by West Rutland against Proctor. Riopel took the layup, missed the shot, and that's where we stand right now. So we're just 18 seconds into the contest. JV basketball action tonight on Munger Vision, or today. It's whenever they choose to show the ball game, but it'll be Proctor, who won big in the JV game the first time these two teams met, 61-22 to be exact. So West Rutland looking to redeem themselves somewhat tonight. That shot will go up, and no, chased down and controlled by Caroline Wood. That shot taken by Teresa Isabel, I believe it was number 5. Yes, it was. Give me a second. I have not seen the Proctor JV squad play this year. It'll take me a second to get the names, numbers down, and that'll be a layup attempt by Riley Coombs. And oh boy, I tell you, everybody going to the floor hard. Let's see if everybody gets up okay. It's going to be an offensive foul as Trombley crashed to the floor. And that was Stone who went down hard, drew the foul. Actually, an offensive foul, wow. And that will give the Phantoms back the basketball. 8-minute quarters, overtime if necessary. I'll have the varsity version of Proctor West Rutland girls basketball for you at a later date. This is Munger Vision. Completely an independent. And I mean that in more than one way. Just completely bringing all the sports basically completely by myself. No company backing, no organization backing, no promotion, except when I talk about Munger Vision. Been some kind of different ride for over 15 years doing this. Riopel cranking it up and trying to use the glass to bank it in, no good. The rebound is taken away, and that's going to be Johanna Lee, number 12. And that's going to be a travel call. Paige Farley, that's what I was looking for. Number 3 got the rebound for Proctor, and our outlet pass, it was taken away. We're going to have a timeout taken, and you can see the score right there. It's sub-zero weather outside, and it's cold offense inside. Gym, all the dignitaries starting to come in now. That's Darren Carter, and of course the head of the Carter clan, his wife Sharon behind him, Paul Dunches. That looks like Megan Carter there. And that'll be up. And that is their corner. Whenever there's an event here at the Hinchy Gym, whether it's boys, girls, basketball, Glossic tournament, you'll find Mr. and Mrs. Carter over there in that spot. That's actually Paul Dunches' quarter. And there's the first basket of the ball game. Well, but 2-0 score. Proctor with the lead. Riopel bringing the ball down against no press, no pressure in the front court. Johanna Lee, which is one of the many players who will see both varsity and JV action. It'll go off from the hands of Riopel out of bounds, and it'll be Proctor with the basketball. Number 21, Adriana Burnham in the backcourt, and it'll be Burnham, 21, who will bring the ball down the floor. Also back there with her was Coombs. I mean, a lot of these names to me, you know, I have not seen Proctor's JV girls basketball this year. I covered these young ladies at the Christ the King tournaments, or I didn't do the Christ the King tournament this year, but in the past years when I had those names, plus from covering the girls soccer program at Proctor. So a lot of these athletes are very familiar. I know they're good young ladies and they're good athletes. So as Wood goes into the corner and she'll pass the ball back up to the elbow, and Riopel wanted to drive, they close down the lane as they're playing that. Well, I'm trying to see what they are playing. At first looked like a zone, but I think it was man-to-man. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Doesn't matter. 3-second call on Stone and West Rutland, and the ball will go over on a violation to Proctor. As Burnham. West Rutland, I can tell you, definitely is playing a 2-3 zone. And Coombs gave the ball back, and her teammate Burnham will hold it up top, and they're just taking her time. And Isabel with the basketball is going to toss over top of the arc, and Coombs wants to push the ball to Farley, and there's the inside entry pass to Farley. Hit the side of the backboard, and shot was off the mark, and the rebound came down to West Rutland, and that was number 13 for West Side. Lexi Champagne will turn, take the shot, and nope, had a good look from the free throw line, and it was a good decision to take the shot. She just missed. And yes, it's got to be a grinded out, low scoring game, I believe, for West Rutland to be competitive tonight. I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. Just you look at the first score, 61-29, and Wood will pick up the foul. As she fouled Burnham. That's going to be the first foul on Wood. And for Proctor's JV squad, coming in will be number 10, who I don't have don't have her on my roster, darn it. And Colleen Knowles, wearing number 30, is going to inbounds and pass. Now, during the Proctor All-Star Tournament baseball this past summer, I was sitting by Michael Knowles, Colleen's dad. He does the PA announcing. I was just getting my lineup, actually. And Colleen, had gone home and had baked goods. She cooked. And I got to have some of her baked goods. And I'll tell you what, she can cook. And I think on these cold basketball game nights, she should have brought some baked goods, cupcakes or brownies or cookies or something to the game. She'll be called for the travel. And the ball will go over to West Rutland. Again, looking for the first score, down just 2 points, 2-0. And I tell you, to be quite honest with you, a much lower scoring affair than I had anticipated, as Coombs will knock the ball down, look for some help, and throws it in the front court to Burnham. Again, West Rutland with Wood and Riopel on that 2-3 zone. Nice drop step, and called for a travel again. So Knowles with a couple touches down low. Just got to kind of get a rhythm going here to get started tonight. Like I said, on Munger Vision, you will see the West Rutland Proctor girls varsity game, and in a couple of weeks, CSJ men's and women's basketball, mostly the men's, because they have been so good and so competitive this year. They're well coached. There's the basket. I believe that was Trombley, Carly Trombley, number 20, who got the bucket. Makes it 4-0 Proctor. But yeah, CSJ, you know what happened to Johanna Lee there? She was playing with her mouth guard. And the pass came to her when she put her mouth guard in. Darren Carter politicking with Mike Canny over there. Oh, and yeah, you see Darren giving the unofficial tee. Mr. Carter, quite a character. All his brothers were. I did not grow up with Darren. And I only say it because he's so much younger than me. And I know when we stand by each other, people don't believe that, but I'm a lot older than Darren is. But he's still a very colorful character, and he's got a heart made of gold and a soul of a teddy bear, but he's got that gruff exterior that, with the right look, can scare the bejesus out of you. And when he threatens you, I believe him every word he says. But he's quite involved in the schools and the sports and the communities and the kids, and just him and Paul Dunch is sitting next to him. Of course, Darren's wife keeps them all in line over there. I missed him this past year when he's not going to coach baseball. I covered his team one year, and that was a lot of fun. His baseball team. He helps me out during the soccer season when he's not upset with me. But and of course he runs the Proctor Youth Baseball League. Oh, that came off from Stone's hands hard, and she might have a bloody nose out of this deal as she's trying to get down in position. And Coombs up underneath, and no. Ball batted around, and last touch. Yeah, you can see Stone trying to shake it off. She took the ball in her face full throttle, and she says she's okay. They check with her, and I believe, yeah, we're going to have a West Rutland timeout with 2:02 to go in the first quarter. 4-0. Proctor would lead JV basketball action on Munger Vision. Coached by Sam Gilmore, Samantha Gilmore, and I'm not knocking her, but she doesn't usually use a lot of timeouts in the game. Sometimes I don't know if she's even there on the bench, but she does a good job. She took the timeout, that's why I kind of was surprised, but her team down by 4 points. Stone got fouled as Riley Coombs reached in and got a piece of the arm. That'll be the first foul on Proctor as a team, first foul on Proctor, period. Obviously the first foul on Coombs. 3 fouls on West Rutland. Nobody in any foul trouble. Minute 42 to go in the first quarter of play. Well, I started to tell you, the CSJ men's basketball will be back first week of February. I'll tell you what, that's a, oh, that thing rattled around, popped back out on Riopel. No, CSJ men's basketball, I tell you, Coach Bartlett, he's coach here at West Rutland, went out and he's recruited a bunch of outstanding players, got them meshed together as a team, playing extremely well. that was blocked. Wood put the shot up, and the shot was blocked. Because I don't have a 10 on my JV roster, so I will try to figure this all out. She's actually got varsity uniform on, and Coombs took it in. Nice aggressive move to the basket. Didn't make the shot, though. This will be interesting. Went off from Lexi Champagne of West Rutland out of bounds, and Colleen Knowles will go down and get ready to throw the ball in bounds. We'll be looking. Oh, she took some steps. Yep. She got just a dancing down there and called for the travel, and here comes West Rutland again. No press has been applied by either side. With 50 seconds to go in the first quarter, West Rutland down by just 4. Unfortunately, they haven't scored. That's the good news is they're down by 4, and the bad news they haven't scored. So defensively, they've not had a bad look, but it's been a very cold game. As that's stolen away by Lee, the pass was intended. I don't have her number, 33. I hate that when it happens. Yep. And I mean, I don't want to cop out here. I mean, it's my fault. But I get the program at the door. Oh, blocked by Knowles. Foul. Going to have some shots, I believe. And I sit down and I open up the JV page and I copy the numbers down in big font, big letters, so I can see it without glasses. And so, you know, it is my fault. But it should be listed. They should be listed JV and varsity. That'll be a miss by Stone. Believe me, that's a simple thing in life to take the blame for that. I get blamed in more complicated issues and more pressing issues all the time. This is minor to take the blame for this. And Stone will get the basket. And you can hear the cheer from the crowd as it goes 4-1 now. Proctor's lead cut to 3. It's Coombs with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. I'm not sure they're aware of the time. I think Knowles just knows. Oh, look at this by Knowles at the buzzer. The Baker will make it. So Colleen Knowles will make it 6-1. Proctor over West Rutland in JV ball on Munger Vision. Yeah, but just the magnet that corner is for drawing people over. Now Mike Lufkin and Scott Maxim over there, along with Coach Serrani. I mean, just people come in and you can see that Carter is the center, but like I said, he's the unofficial mayor of Proctor. Of course, Scott Maxim coaches here also at West Rutland, but I got to cover Scott when he was the coach for Rutland High School hockey. And isn't that awful? I can't think of the gentleman who, Pryor, Mr. Pryor, went out and specifically made sure I could videotape their team those 2 years, that they were just unbelievably great. And I do miss covering hockey. My equipment doesn't because it can freeze up, but Coach Maxim, during those years that I was allowed to cover Rutland hockey, was very good to work with. I enjoyed him. I enjoyed the parents and the. I'll except one parent. He was a real. His kid played, and his kid was fine, but he was a pain in the butt. The father was. He actually come up and taped the games also and handed dual games of the same game to PEGTV. It's got to be a travel, yeah. And it will be called a travel. I just can't think of the guy's name, or I'd say it, because I got nothing to lose. 16 years, almost 16 years of doing this, and basically I've done it. Like I said, stood alone. You would have thought there had been some backing by this point, but it's very obvious that that's never going to happen. And Stone knocked the ball away. Almost saved it on the inline. Well, going back to Coach Max, no, he was outstanding. I mean, it's a shame he had to coach Rutland. Other than that, you know, that was a lot of fun. If it wasn't for the parents and Mr. Pryor and the players, obviously, I would have never helped Rutland out, knowing what they're going to do to me in the future. Oh, she's got a violation. Yeah, Farley will get a running start and step over the inline, and you just can't do that. So Riopel, now getting back to CSJ men's basketball, what a recruiting job Coach Bartlett has done. I mean, he spends, I don't know how many hours, or percentage-wise, but he's on the cell phone, he's on the emails, he's going to games, he's talking to parents. I mean, no, he signed his contract down there knowing as a college coach, part of the deal is you got to recruit your players, and it takes more than 10 minutes a month, and that will be a foul. As bodies flying, and I believe Eddings might get the foul. No, it's going to be Caroline Wood getting the foul. That's the second foul on Wood and the fourth on the team. And I said this before, and I mean it. I mean, I covered that CSA women's program when Diggs McGraw coached it. JoJo Valeni coached it. After JoJo, I left for a couple years. I believe it was Deb Stiles came in, and Dr. Rob Larson came in. And those people recruited, and they had players, and they won Sunrise Conference and Mayflower Conference championships. And they had respect and a decent product on the court. And oh my God, is it falling off the earth? Not because of the players. And I mean, they got to really think about fixing that CSA women's program right at the top. Start right at the top. And I do mean that. That's an awful lot of waste of sweat, time, money, effort on everybody's part right now if they don't get it organized down there. And Eddings got away with a few bumps. Oh, I tell you. Now, I haven't met Jason Hoffman. He's the head coach right there, and he's had quite a lot of beefs right now with the lack of calls. Or he has. I haven't. And I have no problem with him questioning it. But he looks like a young stud who's probably got aspirations of being a Duke. But, boy, in a JV game, they have to call the calls, but they have to stretch their zone of the calls a little bit as you watch what's going on, to fit the ability level on the floor. If not, you could whistle every single move, and then we could be here for 4.5 hours. Like that right there. That Wood got the foul. That's her third. She impeded the progress on the drive to the hole. It became an important foul, and they called it. That's the 15th foul, and Caroline Wood's third foul. And that will go through the hands and be saved by Valario. So Valario, number 2 in the ball game, will snap the pass up on this side. And boy, look at the penetration, the shot, and just off the mark was Burnham. Eddings on the break. Valario coming up behind her, and it'll be knocked away. That's a good play by Valario because it took away an attempt at a layup and forces West Rutland to get the ball in bounds, beat the 5 count or a turnover. Eddings on this side to Stone. Leaves it off for Eddings. Oh, she was open for that split second, and Valario took that option away, and her pass coming back will be saved by Eddings. Now this timeout called by Western. This is Eddings' only second year of organized basketball, so she's done well and come a long way. And timeout taken by Sam Gilmore, 6-1 Proctor JV. Corner, you can just see now. I don't know the gentleman's name. I know he coaches basketball, girls basketball at a lower level. The good-looking guy with the white shirt and shorts on with a goatee. And the referee, Mike Canny, over there. But it just keeps people walk in this gym and are drawn to that corner. It's more politics going on over there and expertise in sports. The Rutland Herald can only hope to have that much actual knowledge of what's going on in local sports as what those guys over there have right now. I just have fun watching it because, like I said, no matter what the event, the Glossic tournament, boys basketball, girls basketball, JV basketball, it's just like the gathering spot. And like I said, Carter seems to be the center of the whole thing, and a travel call. And he's, like I said, he's, for lack of a unedited word, a word that has to be edited, he's a very colorful character. Of course, I know his brothers, and he's the youngest of the brothers, and I don't know how he couldn't have been the most colorful because he had all those other brothers to learn from, which is how it works, I guess. I don't know. I know it's that way in the animal world. I had 2 cats and a dog, and my one black cat who turned a year old today, happy birthday to my cat, he was there first in the house, and everybody came in after him was younger and smaller, and he kind of taught them all the good and bad things to do. He was leader of the pack, and that's what happens with Carter's. Oh, and a 6-1 game with 4:57 to go in the second quarter. This is just the JV game. We've got the varsity game coming up on Munger Vision at a later date. I tell you, Stone got in there and tied up Knowles. That was good hustle, and I'm waiting to see the arrow's going to go to Proctor. Yeah. And Teresa Isabel will get the pass in bounds, and this will be Valario. And stolen away by Stone, and she made a quick move to the pass and gets the ball into the hands of Riepel. And Riepel, now she's a scorer. She missed a couple shots, but she can't get discouraged with that. She got to keep shooting. Wood had the 3-ball pass up to go inside, and Champagne and the crowd will rip the ball away, keep it alive. Wood up and no. It might have actually been tipped. Knowles has it for Proctor. Will outlet the ball on the side to Valario. Here comes the push by the Phantoms into the front court. Oh, good look. And the basket at the other end. Farley with the assist and Burnham with the bucket. 8-1 now as the lead widens to 7. Now the varsity game, which was close out in Proctor with Proctor winning it, has Christopher Hughes, the head coach, Proctor's girls basketball. He was also in the past the head coach at the men's basketball, and with one of the Allenbys on his team, they won the state championship. Christopher, though, is a good, hard-working man. He's kind of like Bob Cratchit. He gets more, doesn't get as much as he deserves, but he's one of those guys, comes out, coaches, gives his time to the kids, works hard. And there was a 3-second call on West Rutland. They'll turn the ball over. I'm watching that Carter corner over there, and it's still pretty much the most action, no offense to the players, the most continuous action is over in that corner right now of the gym. The beautiful Hinchy gym. Rebound will come down to the Phantoms, and the baseline taken away by Eddings, and they'll swing the ball away to Knowles. Oh, she passed up the jump shot, took it in closer, and that might have been tipped from behind. Yeah, and Colleen Knowles with another rebound, and Stone will be called for a jump ball. They will be called tied up and a jump ball. All right, so just 3:11 left in the first half. West Rutland with just the 1 point. Stone got that from the free throw line. On the good news, they only trailed by 7. Like I said, they lost the first game, 61-22, the first time these two teams met. And oh, nice grab by Riepel. Up and oh, just missed it. Offensive rebound, and Eddings unfortunately had her foot out of bounds. So Proctor, the JV squad, will take the basketball over. And no, boy, good look, good shot, and Stone with yet another rebound, and they're pressuring her in the backcourt, and that'll be picked up by Champagne. And boy, I tell you, they tried to give it away a couple times, and now they actually do. And here comes Proctor in transition. Nice grab by Valario, up and no. Picked up and be a turnover, or was it tipped? I shall wait for the official. It'll be tipped out of bounds by Proctor. It'll be West Rutland basketball. So, you know, in all honesty, if they just put together just a little run, they can close the gap and actually go in whole different attitude at halftime. Talking about West Rutland. Oh, nice read and steal by Proctor. That pass tipped and comes down to Eddings. She'll go up too hard. She dunked it. Comes off to Stone to Eddings. Sets, fires, and will be too long. Oh, Eddings just can't zero in on that down there. And I'm waiting. Yeah, the call was actually made on the far side by those spectators. And they got the call right. So the ball will go to Proctor with 1:50 to go. And an 8-1 second quarter lead over West Rutland in this JV basketball action. Oh, they rushed the shot. They had the open shot, and the back line of that 2-3 zone was just so far back. They were actually on the baseline, which makes them basically almost irrelevant on the floor. As it's Valario, I believe, getting up slow, yeah. And Wood with the 3 fouls, still out there playing, and Riepel. Oh, didn't take the shot. And that's going to be stolen away. Pass was intended for Wood. And Proctor, tell you what, look at that hustle. Look at that hustle. I don't know her name, but look at that hustle. I don't have a 10 on my JV roster, but I must find out because that was just an awesome play. 1 minute to go, and here comes Valario. Riepel back, foul, going to the line, shoot 2. I think it's been a very well officiated basketball game, I'm very honest with you. I don't know I'd make that up. And so Riepel picking up her first personal. And Heather Holzinger is going to check into the scorer's table for West Rutland on this shot right here. I'm just waiting to see who's coming out of the ball game. Yeah, right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Caroline Wood coming out, so they're going to bring Wood out with those 3 fouls, and Heather Holzinger, number 1 in white out there for West Rutland. And oh, I don't know how that didn't happen. Knowles will step up and got it. A lot of time left, 50 seconds in the second quarter. Stone. Eddings. No. Had to look from the baseline on the wing, didn't make the shot. Valario in 38 seconds to go on the clock, and should be picked up by Eddings at midcourt. There's the screen, and see Eddings just stay on top of it and slide through. And two-point shot up, no good. Weak side rebound, Stone's got it, and a foul on Knowles. She had her on the wrist. No shot yet, that's only the 4th team foul. And no, I heard the buzzer, but no switches that I can see, no. 21 seconds to go in the half for West Rutland. With a basket here, it will be their first basket of the first half. Be down by just 7. There you go. Just like that, they're down just 7 at 10-3. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Valario with the push. Eddings in the backcourt trying to make her eat up some of that clock. To Knowles, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Inside the free throw line, no. And that's it. The first half will grind to a halt. 10-3, the Proctor Phantoms JV squad with a lead over West Rutland on Munger Vision. All right, so Valario is going to snap the pass on that side to Coombs. And West Rutland see if they come out with a different philosophy and intensity, a little, actually, is by Matt. Because they needed some intensity. Oh, nice shot by Coombs. Riley Coombs with the bucket. Extends the lead now to 9 at 12-3. We're in the third quarter. That's Holly Byrne out there, number 15. Now she'll split time between varsity and JV. That's why we didn't see her that's why you did not see her in the first half. Play, you're only getting allowed 4 quarters tonight, and Coombs with the steal. Byrne getting back and got it high off the glass and in. That was a tough shot. And the basket. So a 4-0 run to start this third quarter by Proctor has pushed lead to its largest now of the night at 11 at 14-3. Riopel got it. Like I said, she's gotten some open looks. She's got to take them. She's a scorer, and they need her. 14-5, Proctor with the lead. And the basketball, and this is going to land in the hands of Burnham. Burnham with the crossover will give it back out to Coombs in the corner, and little give and go between Trombley and Coombs, and Knowles with the rebound will kick it out. Valario trying to finger roll it, no good, and boy, what a battle along the baseline, and Knowles will pick it up. Valario over the top, and Coombs will reset the offense. Again, no shot clock in the state of Vermont, and probably never will be. I'm a proponent, or I don't know the word I want. I am for a shot clock in high school, which means absolutely nothing what I want or what I believe in. I find out after all these years of doing all these games, I basically stood for nothing. So, but in my humble opinion, which I'm never very humble, I won't see it in my broadcast career, obviously, or my broadcast volunteer career, because I actually don't have a career because I don't get paid, and I'm not part of the good old boys network of like the paper and the radio and the internet guys. You know, I'll reach about and pat my own back. I'm as equally good, if not as good as they are, in bringing you local events. I can tell you this, from a lot of the radio stuff I hear now, I'm absolutely much better than what you hear now. And this will be Valario, and we'll give it back off. Inside, chase down in the corner. Trombley wanting to get the pass out, and Riopel right there. Now you see, look at that corner now. I've just lost track. Big Glenn Carter's over there. Coach Keefe is over there. Mr. Knowles is over there. I mean, that corner. Coach Max and Coach Dunches, Coach Darren Carter, they're all over there. I tell you, that's the hottest ticket to get in town right now, is that to be over in that group. Of course, Glenn Carter, there's another guy with a big heart, a tough exterior, but a big heart of gold. will do anything for any child or anybody in need in the community. Just scary, that's all, when he raises his voice to you. Other than that, I mean, he's just a great guy. Covered his Rutland County Royals All-Star Baseball team. Loved that baseball. That was better baseball than a lot of Legion games or high school games. They're just high skill level, and he knows a lot about baseball. He knows how to communicate it to the players. Of course, his son is an outstanding, Ryan, great baseball player himself. But then, you know, Glenn will support any event in the area, from the Glazic tournaments to the He used to run Proctor All-Star Baseball Tournament, you know, I mean, did a great job. Coached MSJ baseball to the semifinals one year. He'd gone out and gotten Sam Maycumber to be on that team and pitch for him. And Ryan, oh man, God, what a run they put together, those kids' freshman years, all the way to the semis. But, you know, there's a guy right there who helps out with a soccer program at Proctor. Like I said, basketball just never really gets enough. Now, I know he's not looking for things, but you know, they actually should give him some kind of award or plaque or some type of service honor for everything he's done. Both Carters, seriously. I'll never get one, but those guys actually earn it. They've earned it. And we are at 14-5. Proctor's JV squad with the lead. Trombley with a nice step to the bucket. Carly Trombley looking pretty good right there. Caught the ball, stayed a strong offensive step to the basket and made it. 16-5 now. Like I said, it was 66-21. Stone with another rebound. And she'll kick it out, and she's in the paint still, and there's a 3-second call. Yeah, I never... She doesn't understand. See, that's where Sam's got to talk to her. Yeah, she doesn't understand. She got the rebound, gave the ball up. That doesn't mean that doesn't relieve you with 3 seconds. You got to get out of the paint. Oh, Valario. Oh, what a great effort. What an athletic move by Valario. Champagne will inbounds to Byrne, and Farley going to be coming back in for Proctor. Well, that's a tough pass to complete, and here comes a break the other way by the Phantoms, and Valario with the left hand rolls it off the rim. Trombley had a touch on it, and it'll go on the bounce off from Proctor. And it'll be the Baker, Colleen Knowles, sitting down for the Phantoms, catching her breath. To Stone, there's the bump, kept the ball, goes baseline, Wood to the hole, got it. And they're doing just enough to hang around. They're down by just 9, West Rutland is. Long pass front court to Coombs, Riopel there now, and Valario will cross the timeline, get the pass, and swing it all across. But they were open. Burnham was for a second. She'll step in closer. Rebound comes down. Byrne off the 10-foot jump shot with the rebound. Riopel catches, fires. No. Rebound Farley. Her outlet pass just avoided being intercepted by Riopel. And Burnham now. Gets it to the front court to her teammate Riley Coombs. Coombs has played very well tonight. She's right there, didn't let her hands get tied up. They're going to dump it baseline. Trombley turns, fires, and tell you what was so nice about that was Trombley had the defender on her right side. They threw the pass so she could turn away from the defender and just take that one step to the basket. A very efficient look by the guard. And Trombley, oh, she's on a run. The Proctor squad's pushed the tempo here and got things rolling their way, 20-7. Champagne trying to kick the ball back out, but that Proctor defense just collapsed around her. Burnham, no foul, rebound put up, and I should say no foul called. There it is on the shot. Just too many second chances, and the foul will be called on West Rutland. I'm looking for the number. It's on Holly Byrne. And that will send Trombley to the line to shoot a couple and stop the clock with 2 minutes even to go in the third quarter. Third quarter that has seen Proctor pull away to 20-7. And she's a lefty. Watch this. She'll go up and no. kind of a flat shot. She'll have to make an adjustment for it. Okay. Now I've got my varsity roster out here for Proctor. I don't have my glasses on though. No, that won't work because I don't have a 10 on varsity who's making Carter, so that's not who's out there. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Still, and I'm looking for who 10 is for Proctor. And I feel bad about that. Farley, back to Valario. She'll slide baseline. Chased down by Proctor, and he'll throw it in the corner now. Valario faked the 3-ball, got sealed off. Actually, her shooting hand wasn't open. That's a long 3. No. Weak side rebound, saved by Wood to Farley. She's out of bounds. West Rutland will take over with 1:24 to go in this third quarter play. JV basketball. Of course, it's Munger, but nobody else ever brought you so many JV games as I did. Very equal coverage, gender-wise, age-wise, sport-wise. Nobody else brought you commentary on in the field hockey games when I could do Rutland field hockey, except for me. Covered tennis, went down to White's, got up on the roof down there and did the tennis matches for the year Lindsay Canfield's group was down there. Covered girls ice hockey, boys ice hockey, boxing, wrestling, softball. First guy to give you, actually the only guy to give you incredible softball coverage at the high school level. Actually even lower than that, but. The Glazic tournament brought you all 20 games last year. The only person to ever bring you all 20 games. And all I did was create an outcast. Look at this rebound action, ball loose, picked up. It was Champagne getting it off the burn. 26 seconds to go and a foul in the backcourt against Teresa Isabel. No shots coming up. First foul on Isabel and just 22 seconds to go. Again, West Rutland can get a bucket here. They're going to hang around, you know. Weak side rebound, Farley. Her pass tipped by Stone. 12 seconds, 11. Here's the front court. Stop. Hits the trailer. Valario. Back to Isabel. Inside. Trombley was fouled by Byrne. I don't believe there'll be shots before the shot. And still 3 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Don't forget now. They're in their offensive in practice, so I mean, there's 3 seconds is a lot of time, but they're not aware of it. Yeah. She just realized it. 22-7 heading into the fourth. Proctor would lead over West Rutland. JV basketball action. Number 10 for Proctor is Kim Guyette. My apologies go out, but that's Guyette, number 10, out there for Proctor. Stone, as she'll bring the ball out and lost the handle. A little help from Valario. Ball still loose, and we'll have a foul called on Stone, called for the foul, 23. So should be Proctor basketball. Yes. And Guyette will take the ball out of bounds. Eddings hanging around the back court, creating a little pressure. Isabel now into the front court. And as Valario calls for the ball, will receive the ball. And she might have traveled. Yeah. Guyette with the right idea to take it to the hole, but called for the travel. And West Rutland trying to put a run together here. And they run a little, not actually a wheel, they just ran a spokes up top. And Eddings will be deep in the corner. He'll pass the ball back to Wood. And there's a screen set by Riopel, and Wood to Stone. And she wants to lob it down, and Guyette came down and slapped the ball away from Riopel. Here comes Valario. And Farley, yeah, she'd hustled down the floor, and Farley, upset with herself, and mistakenly just let the ball slip through her hands. And see Champagne inbounds the pass, and Riopel coming down the floor now. Oh, nice play by Valario. Riopel able to flush. Valario did it twice. Now she'll break away, go up, and no. Look at that hustle down the floor by Burnham. No, a couple shots by Burnham. One more time, no. Weak side rebound. Eddings stepped out of bounds. It'll be Proctor basketball. That was pretty good stuff, huh? And Guyat lets it fly, a little long and strong. No, I just don't have a 33 on my varsity or JV roster for Proctor. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I just feel bad I don't have it. Eddings, no. Rebound coming down, and Proctor looking for Valario. 6:16 to go in the basketball game. Burnham. Riopel up top, tipped it. Eddings will get the loose ball, go back to Riopel. The numbers weren't there. She didn't get the push, and between the circles now she'll pivot, look, and get the ball to Champagne open, short. A little soft on the shot, and there's the rebound taken out of there by the Phantoms. There's the tempo, and there's going to be the push up the far side. Eddings fell down, and there's a foul. Stone will pick up the foul, and there should be shots coming up for the Phantoms. I'm just looking real quick. No, I just don't have a 33. No matter how long I look. But she will make the basket. And the second attempt for the 24th point of the night will be perfect. 5:42 to go in the basketball game. West Rutland down by 17, looking to, well, to be quite honest, no lead's insurmountable, but they need a run. I think a goal should be seriously to get to double digits. Seriously. Valario seen a lot of playing time here as Coombs at the scorer's table, getting set to check in. Riley Coombs. I always thought Riley was a cool name for a female. And I mean that seriously. Like, I think Erin, E-R-I-N. I think that was a cool name for a female. My daughter's name's Christine. That's a cool name for a female. But sometimes, doing all these different sports, you come across a really unique name that you say, oh, I never thought of that. But so it's too late because I'm not having any more children, so I can't name anymore. Oh, that's off the mark, tipped around, and it'll be taken out of there by Valario, and she waits for the traffic to clear, and she'll just dribble down the floor herself, and she's handled the ball very well tonight. I believe that pass was intended for, wait a minute, I know this, that's McGlory, that's Abigail McGlory, number 12 out there. And Riopel. Never really got a lot of open shots tonight. Eddings, that was blocked. You can see the official in the background indicated it was tipped. And Coombs. Little pass over the top to Burnham. And Stone with the steal. Stepped in front, stole the basketball. We'll find Eddings, and she'll give the ball off to Riopel. And tied up jump ball. And that will bring, I believe it's Trombley into the basketball game. Yes, number 20, Carly Trombley. Burnham looking for, well, she had Valario there. There was pressure in the backcourt from Eddings, but nothing overpowering. And Champagne helped tip the ball away, got the loose basketball, gave it off to Riopel. 3:54 to go in this basketball game. And Riopel thrown over the top to Stone. Catches shot. Got it! Stone with nothing but twine right there. Cuts it the lead now to 24-9. Look at that nice follow-up. Trombley got it. Trombley took the original drive and the shot, and then just followed up her own missed basket attempt. And Knowles going to be coming back in the ball game. Riopel fakes it and jump ball. As Riley Coombs will tie up Riopel. And I believe it's going to stay with West Rutland, and yes, that will be the case. As Champagne will head over, Lexi Champagne will head over. Stone thought about another shot, and she got fouled by Coombs. Yeah. Oh, when you get reaching like that, yeah. It's one thing if the offensive player squares up to you, then you can play with your hands like that defensively. But when they're backs to you, it's just so hard. Unless you're exceptionally quick player, unless you're like a Jimmy McCaffrey or something, you know. Eddings might get away with a step there, but with 2:50 to go, Wood on the drive. Got in the paint, squeezed the pass off to Eddings, and a foul. And I might have missed it with the camera work. I was a little off there tonight. And Trombley called for the foul. And that will send Kayleen Eddings to shoot 2. First foul on Trombley. Got it. And that will be off. 26-10, lead down to 16. 2:42 to go in the fourth quarter. Looking pretty safe to say Proctor's going to get to sweep here as they run down into Carter corner and go out of bounds over there. To West Rutland. And boy, I tell you, Champlain got the pass, found Eddings. That was blocked by Knowles, all ball. Yeah, so Caroline Wood. Remember, she got in early foul trouble, but it never really came back to get her. Stone able to pivot and keep the ball alive. Riopel with the ball fake will go to Wood. On the baseline, there's the pass off to Eddings. Fades, fires, no good. Weak side rebound, Knowles. There's the outlet to Valario. Long pass to Trombley, tipped by Champagne, and then out of bounds. Champagne actually making a great defensive play to break it up. Minute 53 left in this JV basketball game. Caroline Wood directing some traffic there, and play wasn't happening, so she pulled it back up between the circles, and they reset the offense. Stone's pass to Champagne and Valario and Coombs combined on the steal. This is Burnham going up, and no. Coombs, yes, she'll get it. And that will make it a lot of changes from the first meeting. Like I said, Proctor put up 66 points the first meeting. So there was an improvement there from West Rutland. And a jump ball. Going to be Proctor basketball. Coombs got in there and tied up Stone. And Heather Holzinger coming in for Stone for West Rutland. Now all this taking place with 66 seconds to go. Yeah, she had a violation on Valario, and that'll be basically right in front of the West Rutland bench, or scorer's table, I'm sorry, the scorer's table. That's what Riopel looking to Wood, to Eddings, back to Wood. They're going to switch sides. They're going to bring the ball over now on this near side on the elbow. Heading, open, fires, and that, I believe, was absolutely tipped by Knowles to Burnham. They're going to roll it down inside, and Trombley got it. Oh, that's beautiful basketball. That's one of the nicest plays I've seen all night. 30-10, Proctor. As Riopel's pass to Champagne, jump ball. I have it as Proctor basketball, and I am wrong, as usual. So West Rutland, with still a lot of time left, 21.6 seconds, Riopel, ball faked. Burnham stayed down. Wood. Again, I think that was tipped as Knowles pass tipped. Chased down by Eddings. Yes. A lot of bumping going on, and there's the foul on Coombs. Yep. And that is the 1-1. That's the 7th, is it? No, I guess the board is so efficient. And Holzinger with the shot at the buzzer. Congratulations to both teams. It'll be the Proctor JV squad with the 30-10 win over West Rutland on Munger Vision.